This podcast style video is created so that you begin your journey toward loving yourself. Have you ever stopped to wonder why it's so easy to admire others, but so challenging to appreciate yourself? Why does it feel effortless to shower love on those around you? Yet when it comes to self love, there's an invisible barrier, an unseen force that seems to stop us in our tracks. Today, let's break down that barrier, piece by piece, thought by thought. Has it ever crossed your mind that the way you speak to yourself influences the very foundation of your reality? Studies in cognitive psychology reveal that self talk, those silent conversations running through your head, can either become your greatest asset or your biggest obstacle. Think about it. If you constantly tell yourself you're not enough, your mind starts searching for evidence to confirm that belief. But what if you flipped the script? What if you began speaking words of encouragement instead? Science tells us that positive self talk rewires our neural pathways, boosting our confidence and resilience. So, if words have the power to shape your world, why not choose them with care? When was the first time you were taught that loving yourself was selfish? Was it during your childhood, when humility was often confused with self deprecation? Or was it when society handed you an invisible measuring stick, urging you to compare, compete, and constantly chase an unattainable version of perfection? The truth is, self love is not arrogance. It's not narcissism. It's the very foundation of your existence. You cannot pour from an empty cup, yet so many of us try. The science of self love. How many times have you felt guilty for taking time to care for yourself? The irony is that neuroscience supports the idea that self care isn't a luxury, it's a necessity. Research in neuroplasticity shows that engaging in activities that bring you joy, whether it's painting, walking, meditating, or simply doing nothing, activates your brain's reward system, releasing dopamine and serotonin. These chemicals don't just make you feel good, they reduce stress, enhance cognitive function, and improve overall well being. Yet, so often we neglect ourselves, believing that productivity is the ultimate measure of our worth. Has it ever occurred to you that your body listens to the way you treat it? The gut brain connection, an extensively studied scientific phenomenon, proves that what you eat directly affects how you feel. Processed junk foods fuel anxiety and fatigue, while whole foods rich in omega 3s, probiotics, and antioxidants actively boost your mood and emotional resilience. Self love, therefore, isn't just about your thoughts, it's also about what you nourish your body with, how you move, and how you rest. Breaking free from external validation. How often do you measure your worth by the number of likes, comments, or external affirmations you get? Social media has rewired our brains to crave validation, constantly seeking approval from an audience that barely knows us. But here's the most profound truth: your worth is intrinsic, it doesn't fluctuate based on who's watching. Imagine if you lived for yourself rather for the ever changing judgments of others. Psychological research tells us that individuals who find their self worth from within experience higher levels of life satisfaction and lower levels of stress. The key? Detach your self image from the noise of external opinions. Start recognizing your own value, even when no one else is applauding. The power of self compassion. When was the last time you truly forgave yourself? Not just for the big mistakes, but for the small ones, the forgotten messages, the missed deadlines, the moments of weakness. Clinical studies on self compassion show that people who treat themselves with the same kindness they offer to others experience lower levels of stress, depression, and anxiety. Why? Because self criticism triggers the brain's threat response, whereas self compassion activates the parasympathetic nervous system, helping to calm both your body and mind. So, the next time you find yourself berating yourself, pause and ask, would I say this to a friend? If not, why say it to yourself? Daily practices to cultivate self love. How many times have you postponed your happiness, telling yourself that a future version of you will be worthy of it? The truth is, self love is nurtured through daily intentional practices. Here's where you begin. 1. Mirror work. Every morning, look into your own eyes and speak words of affirmation. It may feel strange at first, but psychology proves that this rewires your self perception. 2. Gratitude journaling. Write down 3 things you appreciate about yourself each day. This practice trains your brain to recognize your own value. 3. Setting boundaries. Say no without guilt. Your energy is sacred, and science shows that those who set boundaries experience lower stress and healthier relationships. 4. Mindful self care. Whether it's exercising, meditating, or indulging in a hobby, make sure to prioritize activities that nourish your soul. What if you became your own greatest supporter? Loving yourself isn't a destination, it's a lifelong journey, a commitment to showing up for yourself, especially on the days when it feels impossible. So the question isn't whether you're worthy of love. The real question is, when will you finally believe it? And if you've made it this far, maybe, just maybe, you're already on your way.